Hey, it's great for kids to get healthy, and we know, I think, in this country, we kind of need to do that. But just the same, guys. I mean, how many times a week should a youth be working out, training to stay, safe and not hurt their body?
Right. Let's define youth.
Okay.
So we have like pre-high school.
All right.
So, and then typically we don't start working with them until about maybe 5th grade or so. And even though I've seen studies from the Cleveland Clinic and other reputable organizations that say you can start as early as like 4 years old, 6 years old on a real deal strength training program.
Are you serious?
100% serious.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's just difficult on the mental side to keep them focused. So we usually don't start till about 5th grade. We've seen some 4th graders in there before.
Yeah.
They're a little more mature. So we start there. Now, is it just a youth? Someone goes to school and they're not participating in some type of sport,
okay,
or are they an athlete? And it's kind of two different animals, but an athlete during the season, I would say 2 times a week for about an hour is pretty reasonable. Okay.
Really?
And typically you'd want to do it like if it's a football player or basketball, you want to separate those just as much time at the beginning of the week as you can before the game, so you're as fresh as possible. There's times when it's appropriate to only be once a week, during peak times. There's times when maybe, 3 times a week might fit, but I would probably recommend 2.
Does it matter what kind of training they're doing? Is it like a strength training thing they're doing or more of an endurance thing? Or they can
probably
up
both, you know what I mean? So what we try to do with athletes is figure out what they're already doing with their team. So we don't need to duplicate. If they're running, 2 miles after practice, we don't need to do that because you've already done it, So typically with us, it's going to be the strength training. Got to keep it realistic. During the season, we're not usually really pushing for, hey, we're going to be breaking records every time.
You're trying to maintain the gains that you had in the off season, and you're also trying to have injury prevention.
Yeah.
So stay strong, stay tight, so you can avoid getting hurt.
Yeah. A lot of times that's a good point because there's motions we call them instead of rehab, prehab. So you want to do them prior to, you want to do them ahead of an injury so that you don't get injured. Some things are catastrophic, you can't help it, and other injuries are things that are completely preventable had you done just a little bit of work prior to that, a little bit.
Hey, look, if you're a young athlete yourself, you want to do the best you can and you want to be ready for it. But as you guys are saying, man, you want to protect yourself in the games too, so you can keep doing it. So Prescription Fitness, you might want to get in touch with these guys and set up a meeting, and you guys will set up a plan, personalized plan for anybody then.
You got it.
Okay. Give them a call, prescriptionfitness.com.